Hey guys, it's Monday. Back out here. Got a little bit done over the weekend. I had to work Saturday, so I just had a few minutes in the morning hanging out with the family and everything. Did some stuff there, and then Sunday did a couple little things. It was don't mind me dying. Pollen, allergies, time of year, I guess. Anyway, yesterday was Mother's Day, so didn't really have any time. Was spending time with my wife and kids and the family doing stuff. So I had a few minutes, got a few more little things done. So I'll catch you up to there. The biggest thing is still waiting on parts for the exhaust. I don't have a muffler, don't have the cat, don't have the donut. But got in touch with the sellers on eBay and everything, and the tracking had just stopped on like two of the things, on the muffler and on the donut, for like 4 or 5 days. So I got in touch with them, and then mysteriously today when I woke up, the tracking had started moving again. But it's all close. It's, you know, it's all here on this side of the country opposed to California where it started. So that's good. Should be here in the next couple days. And so let's catch up with what I got done and figure out what we're going to do today. So the first thing is we got the new dropped tie rod ends on there. Got those all on there. They're still loose. Got to get them adjusted. I'm going to put the tires on and measure and do all that stuff and see what, once it's on the, I'm going to put it on the dollies and so I can get underneath it because I'm fat. Anyway, that's what we got done. The other thing is we kind of bolted that on. Was playing with it because I was planning on maybe driving it without the exhaust a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to leave that on there or put a shorter piece. See what it looks like when it's on the ground. Other than that, the nut and bolt check is done on the front now. Other than getting these tie rods tightened up but I have to adjust the toe, and then we'll get to the back. So that's what we're going to work on. Actually, I think we're going to work on the nut and bolt check of the rear first, and then get at all of this up here in the front. Well, guys, today was a bust. You saw me getting everything up. I got the alignment all set up, kind of close. Put it down on the ground. Decided to pull it out for a quick test drive. Drove it up the street a couple times. And on the last one on the way back, once it's all nice and warm, the oil pressure starts dropping. I didn't hear any noise. It wasn't making any noise, but I saw it all the way down to 5 PSI. So hopefully we didn't hurt anything. Got it back in the garage, let it cool off, start it up, and it has like 25, when it was always like at 35, 40 when you'd start it up, but I haven't cooled it all the way down yet. So oil pressure is dropping. So either the O-ring got nicked and it's leaking by there now that it's warm, or the barbell is bad. I didn't replace the barbell. I did replace the O-ring, but I might have nicked it when I was putting it back in. So now we get to pull the engine back out. Yay! 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 Anyway, all right. I'm going to clean up, try to get this stuff set up to get ready to pull it. I might start working on it tonight. I got to run the kids around, do a few things. Defeated a little bit. I was getting really fired up to drive it, and now it's got to come back apart. But on the good thing, the fix is cheap, and it's not a hard fix. It's just a lot of work. It's not difficult, just lots of it. So, all right, guys, see you later. Guys, now that it's cold, let's see, or cooled off quite a bit, let's see what kind of oil pressure we have. It's just dropping slowly. So, let me get the key off. Well, there you have it. I mean, it's a little bit lower at cold start, but it's still a little warm. It had some temperature in it. But so either we nicked that O-ring or there's something wrong with the barbell. I've already got a barbell, and then I also ordered a one of the pickup tube support brackets so that it'll hold with both bolt holes there that are on the oil pump, and a new O-ring. So to change the barbell and really to change that oil pickup tube gasket, I got to pull the engine. So gonna start working at it. It's my day off. I was planning on maybe relaxing a little bit this evening, but let's get at it. Alright guys, this isn't where I planned on ending today's video. But you know what? It is what it is. Happens to everybody. You know, I just got to pull it out, figure out what happened to it. Hopefully we didn't damage any bearings anywhere when it got down real low. And pretty much the only thing we got left is pull off the starter, motor mounts, trans bolts, and torque converter bolts. And then put the engine plate on there. And it's ready to come back out. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be on the engine stand, and we'll look at it. Hopefully we'll have time to look at it. I don't know if I'll have time to get all that in. It might be Wednesday before we get a chance to look at it. All right, guys, later. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Tuesday wasn't too motivated. I wasn't even going to do anything, but then I came out and at least took off the torque converter bolts and took down the starter. Didn't film any of it. Just wasn't in the mood. After Tuesday. Back at it, a little more motivated, but just want to get some stuff done. So the only thing really I've got left to do is drain the oil, unhook undo the bolts from the transmission to the engine, and motor mounts, and pull it out. So in interest of just getting it out, I will probably just start filming when I'm starting to pull the motor. I just want to get all that stuff underneath done, and so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Doesn't look like it has any metal in it, which is good, but it does seem kind of thin, which is a big concern. Well, maybe not a big concern. When I tried to run it in the fall, it was just dumping fuel because the O2 sensor wasn't, it was reading dead lean. So I know it was just dumping fuel. Maybe it washed the cylinders out a little bit and the oil was too thin. It doesn't really smell like gas, but it definitely feels thin. I don't know. Maybe old gas? Maybe old gas a little bit, but I don't know. We're this far. I've got the parts on order. We're just going to go ahead and do it. And hopefully this is actually part of our problem. I'm really happy to see that there's not any metal flake in there though. All right, guys, I'll bring you back here in a bit. All right, guys, that's going to be it today. I actually even went a little bit longer than I should have and got up a little bit earlier. But I don't see anything. That O-ring looked fine. Didn't have any nicks in it. Was in there tight. I haven't pulled the dog bone out, but I'm actually beginning to think that maybe it was the oil. Just I had washed it out. I was just thinking about it after I did that last little segment that when I was trying to start it, when I had that cover over the turbo, I probably just dumped a crap ton of fuel down these cylinders trying to start it, and it probably washed out into the oil and made the oil thin. So, all my fault, as usual. But I probably could have gotten away with just changing the oil. But with as low as oil pressure I see, I'm happy that I'm going to come down here. Tomorrow we'll come out, I'll pull off a couple of these rod caps and maybe the main cap on the end here, just so that it'll, so we can take a look at it and see how all of those look. And then we'll still do the brace on that and the dog bone or the barbell. All right, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Later. Hey guys, it's Thursday. So, or is it? What day is it? Yeah, Thursday. Dare. Anyway, obviously been a long week for me. Anyway, so after I left last night and I was thinking about this, and then I looked at it a little bit this morning, I'm pretty sure that 90% of our problem was that oil. I didn't have to take any of this apart. I'm an idiot. Pulled it apart because I was angry. So anyway, because like the oil, like on the crank and everything, it kind of evaporated. It's not as oily as I feel it should be within it. So I think that oil was washed out with gas. Got it this far apart. We're going to pull the bearing caps off today, take a look at them, see how they look. Just took off a couple of the mains, maybe a couple of the rods, and then I'm waiting on parts because I'm cheap and I order stuff from eBay. And the one thing I ordered said it was coming out of Kentucky and had 4-day shipping, so it should have been here today. When it actually shipped, it came out of California and isn't getting here till Monday. So, that's my luck this week. But, gonna take it apart, look at it, and just wait. I mean, obviously none of this is absolutely crucial. There are more important things in life than worrying about this. So, I'm gonna take a look at that today and just wait for parts, I guess. All right, guys, let's get at it. Okay, gonna do this real time, I guess. All right, now this is the one I want to look at first because it's the one I'm most curious about. Because it is the furthest one away from, I'm supposed to set this. It's the furthest one away from the pump, so that's the one I'm curious about the most. That one looks good. The likelihood of the other ones are going to be good. If not, I'm going to pull it apart and replace all the bearings, and hopefully just the bearings, nothing else. This is the first time I've had these off. You know what? There's other ones in there. I didn't take any of the mains off when I Almost forgot about these side ones. Oh, I think we're all right, boys. Looks pretty freaking good. You can see, looks brand new in there. Looks pretty freaking good. Pretty excited about that. Oh, big, huge relief, guys. Got a win finally for the day, for the week. Yeah. Dirt off of it. Oh man. Woo. Boys, well, let me pull one of these rod caps off too. And then we'll probably, that'll give us a better idea of where we're at. Size of those. I think those are 15s. These I pulled off before. Ooh, I think we might have got away with it. Bearing looks brand freaking new. A little bit of lines in there, but crank looks good. Bearing looks good. Ooh, boys, we got lucky. Didn't damage anything. Whew. All right. Well, I'm going to pull a couple more off, but I'm not going to video it. If I find anything bad, I'll come back. All right, guys, we dodged a bullet on that one. No damage to any of the bearings. Looking perfect in there, like brand new. Whoever had this engine before took really good care of it. All those bearings were like perfect when I checked it, and it had like 200,000 miles on it. So that's good, but we're still waiting on those parts. I'm not going to put it back together without that upgraded dog bone and our barbell. I keep on calling it dog bone, but other people call it a barbell. And then the double bolt for holding down the oil tube. They're on order. It's already apart. I'm just going to wait for it. Then, after that, there is one other problem it was doing when I noticed it was driving. It's not really shifting. Or it's not even not really shifting. It's not shifting. So we got to look into that. I'm sure it's just something in the harness. I'm not, or in the programming of the ECU. I literally didn't look at it that close. Or at all. So that's it. I don't know if there's going to be a video tomorrow just because I don't have any parts. I might do some cleaning up with like the oil pan and stuff. There was some grime in there. I think some of that fuel will wash some grime out of the block. So the block's a little bit cleaner. That's nice. But if not, that's going to be it for the week. So click the like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTube stuff that I always ask you to do. There is Facebook and Instagram. Both are 1 Hour Garage. I appreciate you guys looking at that. And if there is video tomorrow, you'll see it after this and ignore all that. Well, still do that stuff, and then I'll tell you to do it again later. All right, later.